And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Hope everything's going well with you on your end. Hope your week's coming to you. Not too much bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Um, Appreciating everybody pulling up, like I say. You know what I mean? If you hitting the like, if you even here, just hit the vibe, you know what I mean? I appreciate it. But you could always hit that sub up button. You could leave a comment, join the conversation. Got this story, Alania Ford, Houston, Texas, Jack in the Box. Uh, a man and his family pull up to the drive-thru, put in their order, and what happens is all a result of curly fries. Yo, so they get into it about the curly fries, whatever about it. 10 minutes go by, they're still arguing. Allegedly, all my stuff is allegedly, okay? It's all allegedly. My bad. If I don't say it on camera, I gotta get better with that. Allegedly, okay? She allegedly brandishes a firearm and proceeds to eject projectiles in the direction of a family and of the family in the drive-through. I saw the video. We'll get to it, but jail. That's crazy. And this is a family with a husband, a pregnant wife in the passenger seat, and a 6-year-old child sitting behind, in the back seat. Prison. I'm 50 years per bullet that she shot. Because that was reckless. In the 10 minutes she took to argue with him, she could have just gone and gotten the fries. Like, you in customer service. You know, like, that's kind of your job. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at him because you didn't give him what he ordered, and then get into a whole thing. As long as he could show you on the receipt, and I'm sure she still has the order on her computer. Nah. Prison. 50 years for every bullet that she fired. Anyway, let's get to the video.
Thank God that I was able to live through that situation.
This is the driver, obviously, Anthony Ramos. He was the driver in the alleged assault.
That's for sure.
A Jack in the Box security footage shows the moments a fast food employee allegedly opened.
I saw her throw stuff first, and she's gonna allege that he called her racial slurs, probably said the N-word. Yo, people, my people, stop letting a word dictate your actions, bro. If you can be so controlled by a word, you have no power. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop letting the word control you. Somebody say it, yo, okay. I'm not saying you gotta be best friends with them, but don't let that word, don't let nigga have so much control over you. You know what I'm saying?
Fire on a drive-thru customer, all because of curly fries. We hear the full story from Anthony Ramos, the man who was on the receiving end of an employee.
I saw her throw that shit first, though. Let me just rewind.
A fast food employee allegedly opened fire on a drive-thru customer, all because of curly fries. We hear the full story from Anthony Ramos, the man who was on the receiving end of an employee's bullets. Welcome to After Hours, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sam Goldberg. Today, we're in Houston, Texas. It was a Wednesday just after midnight in 2021. 35-year-old Anthony Ramos took his family to get their favorite type of French fry.
One of the only things that were open, in a place that I really enjoyed eating, was a Jack in the Box. I told her about the French fries and, all the stuff, the tacos. I really like the tacos.
The employee who greets Ramos and his family is Alonia Fantasia Ford. When Ramos received his order, he was allegedly given normal fries.
All right, so what we got going on here? Order going to him. This is him right out here. Seems pretty normal.
Not the curly fries he had ordered. Ramos's attorney, Anthony Callanan, points out regular fries and curly fries are hardly the same thing.
If you've ever been to Jack in the Box, there is a big difference in taste. And a lot of people like the curly fries. It's one of their signature, dishes. Hey, you can get curly fries and they're spiced in a special way.
Ramos then
He a troll for that, yo.
explained he requested the Jack in the Box employee to correct his order.
It's not what I ordered. Can you swap them? She was just like, no, I'm not having it today. It's not, And it's like, listen, I'll pay for it. Like, it doesn't bug me. No, you can't do that already.
And she said no.
If that's how it went down, that sounds like she being a little combative, because if you asked to switch it, or even if you if you got the receipt and they just had the order, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's right there. Like, if it went down like how he's allegedly saying it happened, then you in customer service. What's the problem?
No, and wouldn't give them the curly fries, which I found to be weird. Like, most people would just say, okay, y'all, let me get you the curly fries.
Ramos,
In my experience, that's how it goes. They give you the wrong thing. Sometimes they even let you keep whatever they gave you by mistake. Especially during COVID, they let you keep that shit easy. And like how they say it might be coming back, who knows?
has now been at the drive-thru window for over 10 minutes. That's when things start to get ugly.
She threw ketchup packets at me, ice at me. So I ended up throwing my...
All right, I see her throw something first. And I see her aggressive in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him hanging up out the whip. I don't see him... I mean, he might be yelling back. I'm not saying that, but I see her getting very animated. And thing is, if this is over curly fries, you're in customer service. Give him the damn curly fries. I don't know. I don't get why people go into certain job fields and feel like, you know what I mean? Even when I watch some of these delivery people, you know what I'm saying, for Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that, they rude as hell. It's like, yo, nobody said you have to do this shit. If you mad that somebody ain't tip, go do something where you're not only surviving and thriving off of tips. If you feel like everybody's not tipping equally and not tipping like adequately to your standards, because that's annoying as fuck, man. If you don't want to do this, if you don't want to do the job and put up with whatever you signed up for, why you mad at everybody else, especially the customer that is paying it? I tell you, man, if I go to a place and they treat me like shit, I'll never go there again, man. They'll never see my money again. That's how I make my statement. Treat me with bullshit if you want.
My food back at her,
So now she throws the food back at... So she throws the food at him, then he throws the food at her. And it looked like a catcher in the face, real shit.
So I ended up throwing my food back at her, just out of pure instinct. And when I did that...
It looked like it caught her right there in the face. Yo.
She turned around, she grabbed the gun and fired at me.
Oh, yeah. It's go time. She pulled it out already.
Ford then decides to pull out a gun and allegedly open fire on Ramos and his family.
Adrenaline was running really high. Fear, adrenaline. And first thing I did, as soon as I saw it, because
the fact that she only got a year is crazy. Or the fact that the fact that this was not considered a felony. But we'll get to that.
She kind of reached in for it, you know what I'm saying? And when she turned around is when I kind of saw the gun. So it gave me enough time to put the car in drive. But if you kind of notice, the gun jams the first time she tries to get me. And
yeah, she might not have had a round in that bitch. The way she was feeling, I don't think she wanted to. I think that this became a thing of ego. Well, in the beginning. So once she pulled out, I don't even think she wanted to fire. But then, I don't know.
You see her kind of cock it back again, and that's when she fired off the next round. My initial reaction was get out of there as fast as I could. My adrenaline was running so high, and the fear. My daughter was in the back seat. Like as soon as I saw it, I just wanted to get out of there as fast as I could so that she didn't hit my daughter. She didn't hit that back glass firing at me.
Ramos thinks he was on the unfortunate end of Ford's bad day.
I from the beginning you could tell she was just frustrated. It looked like she just didn't want to be there. She wasn't having a good day, and I just got the short end of the stick on it. I understand everybody has bad days, but that doesn't mean when you're dealing with customer service, in my opinion, just because you're having a bad day, that doesn't mean you get to take it out on the people you're serving.
Both
Facts.
Ramos and his attorney note that prior to working at the Jack in the Box, Ford pleaded guilty to making a terroristic threat in 2012. A background check, Ramos claims, would have flagged that.
To do background checks on people, and because I'm all for.
See, background check. I don't know, man. I think everybody in every establishment right now just wants to be so woke. They're afraid to call out black people for what it is. Real shit. Everybody's afraid to be called a racist. Everybody's afraid to be canceled. Everybody wants to be woke. So, and maybe not in this instance, but there's plenty of instances where businesses or white people just like overlook certain shit when it comes to black people. Like, quit that handicapping crutch shit and all that shit. Take the best person that's best for the job. Stop being afraid to be called a racist and shit, because then you just taking anyone.
For people having a job, but if they have a criminal background, point blank, don't put them with the customers.
Now, more than 2 years
Her
later,
ass should have been in the back. They probably couldn't even trust her back there. Her ass should have been unloading the truck. Tell you the truth.
Ramos and his attorney have filed a lawsuit against Jack in the Box, claiming the store should have done a better job of keeping its customers safe.
It's hard for her to say I was scared when she's the aggressor coming forward with the gun, throwing things, and to think that she was the person who's afraid would be ridiculous, because our clients are, in their car outside, but she's the one.
She's cooked. She is cooked.
Coming forward when she didn't have to do that at all. She could have just stayed in the back and
but I'm gonna let you know why she wasn't.
Got out of the situation. But she came forward aggressively, opened the window after it was locked, and started shooting.
At the time of this recording, Jack in the Box has denied all allegations, claiming they have no control over third parties and can't be held legally responsible. For the 2021 Curly Fries incident, Ford was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of deadly conduct.
All right, so she was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I'm pretty sure that's a felony, okay? Pleaded guilty to deadly conduct, okay? So then I look up what deadly conduct is in Texas. Deadly conduct in the state of Texas gives police the right to arrest you if they believe you discharged a firearm in the direction of one person or even two at a vehicle or building if they think you were reckless about whether people could be inside the vehicle or building. Sorry, man, this thing is so big, it's popping. All right, so then I said, what is the penalty for deadly conduct with firearms in Texas? When charged as a Class A misdemeanor, a deadly conduct conviction can result in up to 1 year in jail, right? Which is what she got. When charged as a third-degree felony, you can face as long as 10 years in prison. You will serve a minimum of 2 years if you are convicted of deadly conduct with a weapon as a felony. Now, I don't know, but I don't know if she's out right now, but they went back to court over the case, and I'm pretty sure
Ford also spoke with a local Texas news station saying Ramos called her racial slurs, which Ramos denies. Ford also claims she never actually fired the gun, although a shell appears to be visible in the security footage. According to the lawsuit, Ramos is seeking at least $250,000 in damages. He says this has had a big impact on his family, especially his 6-year-old daughter.
Oh,
Yeah, I hope that little girl's okay. I thought they were gonna pop up. I thought there was one more pop up that they had. Anyway, she ain't get the 10 years. All right, and like I'm not saying, but this is crazy. You go to a restaurant or drive-thru, you're expecting good customer service, and then they pull out the banger on you and squeeze off when you got your kids and your pregnant wife in the car. 50 years. Every bullet that she discharged from that firearm. Because what you do, like, I don't know. But if you stuck around this long in the video, I appreciate it. As always, go ahead, hit the like button, drop a comment, join the conversation, hit the sub up button, because, I'm outside all this whole week. And before I get to my random clip of the week, before I get to my final random clip, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think he came to the restaurant, he was disrespecting her, he probably called her the N-word, he probably didn't even order curly fries and was trying to get one up on the restaurant, and she felt like she had to hold it down, protect everybody inside, and make sure, it's Jack in the Box, man. Like, and, she's out here doing her best on her job, trying her best, making sure, She got Jack in the Box down. She got to hold it down. Night shift, you know what I'm saying? Or you think she's stupid, taking her job a little too fucking seriously. You know what I'm saying? For what they paying you, it's not worth all this shit. If you got kids and got locked up and went away, they was all at a disadvantage or all, had to be staying here, there. I don't know. I don't even know if she got kids. All I'm saying is, this was stupid. You taking your job mad seriously. Like, you working probably minimum wage, a little bit above minimum wage. Chill out. Like, there's no need for all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have easily, in 2 minutes, if you even say she had to refry the fries, and it took 7 minutes. That's less than 10 minutes than the whole thing, plus the all the court and jail time and all that she had to see. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, man, y'all let me know whatever y'all think. Here go my random clip.
So talking to adults at work about sex is sexual harassment, but talking to kids at school about sex is necessary? Strange times.
Wavy.